Okay, hello everybody. So what we're talking about today in our Zoom conference is the Enagic career path. Okay, so this is going to be pretty mind-blowing for a lot of you because we're going far beyond what we normally share in our demo presentations or the first time people see the compensation plan. So first of all, to join us in Enagic, you've got to buy a Kangen machine because you need to drink the water. You need to take advantage of all the waters in the Kangen machine. So that's the first thing everybody needs to do to start a Kangen business, is to become an Enagic customer with a Kangen water unit. Okay, so but I'm going to go through, I'm going to share my screen now and I'm going to go through this PowerPoint. What I would do is I'd take notes because you might, hello Sue, you might see things here that you might want to remind yourself, and you also might want to start making little goals for yourself. You might want to chunk it down to times when you feel that you're going to achieve certain a certain path around this. So let me share my screen. And we'll go to our PowerPoint and we'll start our presentation. Okay, so what we're going to talk about to start with is how to get from the beginning to a 6A position. Now, I used to teach karate, right? And I used to teach people to black belt level in karate. And everybody used to start with a white belt. And I think this is the easiest explanation I can give you, okay? Now, it takes anything from 4 to 5 to 6 years to become a black belt. And when people become a black belt, they think they're there, right? They think they're Bruce Lee or Chuck Norris or whatever. They're a black belt. When in reality, all they are is a senior student, because the real learning starts when you become a black belt, because then the more complicated strategies and techniques and forms and everything start there. And it's the same for a 6A. Now, if you think about it like that, what you're trying to do is you're trying to go from a 0 point, having just bought your machine, to a black belt point where you're a senior student to become a 6A. Our compensation plan is patented. I've never seen anything like this in many years being involved in network marketing. There's all these binary things and it's all complicated. But in reality, Mr. Oshiro, our CEO, has patented a plan that can benefit you and return to you the main profit of those machines, rather than getting lost in a complicated compensation plan, but also lost in a traditional marketing from manufacturer to shipping to distribution to retail. Now, his version of true health is a healthy body through drinking our water, a healthy mind by being part of a family like this, and healthy finances. And we're going to deal with the finances right now, but I just want to ensure you understand that we're taking this product, this Kangen water, as a given. We all need to drink it. We all need to purchase a unit to begin our journey. Now, I love Mr. Oshiro, and you know, we learn from Dr. Carr's having passion, give compassion. But when I first joined this company, I really warmed to Mr. Oshiro and his vision of true health. And what he talks about is realizing true physical health through pure and healthy drinking water. Just benefit from that unit. And as a 72-year-old man, I can't believe I'm 73 this year. As a 72-year-old man, I can testify that this water has helped my health. Realizing true financial health through a wealth developing business opportunity. Now, purchasing your Kangen unit gives you a business opportunity that is global. There is no real extra purchase necessary. Even this Zoom call is free. Making a PowerPoint is free. It's all free. And we've got a unique opportunity to share water. We have got a perfect free sample in our kitchen. So we can develop a wealth building business opportunity, and by doing so we can help others. True mental health, metaphysical health, through personal growth, growing as a person, getting more confidence as a person, building friendships, traveling, just getting the whole benefit of having a Kangen business helps you give that mental health. Just by meeting you guys has given me mental strength and mental health. You know, I've suffered with depression for many years, and it's my connection with you guys that really helps me, you know, knowing that I've got this Enagic family there that gives me purpose. Mr. Oshiro wants to give people a second chance, just as he feels he's been given a second chance after bankruptcy with Sony. He wants to help have-nots to succeed, and he wants to give us a means to give back. Now, for us, me and Yado, I have ensured all of my children have got a Kangen machine. We have given units away to Yada's charities, Buddhist temples, because we wanted to help those communities. And now the monks in lockdown are drinking their Kangen water in those temples. So we've given something back, or would like to give something back, just as I was given a chance by Raymond when he sponsored me, knowing that I was near to destitution and really struggled with my finances. So he gave me a leg up, and that has proved the most wonderful opportunity that is given to me. I want you to be clear about this. I want you to be a sponsor, not a salesman. When we did the Kaz workshop, Dr. Kaz, he talked about finding a super salesman. Well, that's okay, but salesmanship is all about selling a product. It's not about continuing that relationship and helping people. So a key to making the most of an Enagic career path is to help others succeed. You can get to 6A as a salesman, but the rest will be lost if you don't help other people to 4A and beyond. Do you understand that, guys? We need to be sponsors, not salespeople. Marie's right, correct. We're all one team. There are all different branches in this team around the world. We've got distributors in our group in over 30 countries now, I think. And there's leadership in those groups. But essentially, we're all one team, right up to Cynthia, because Cynthia's our super sponsor, right up to Sam and Raymond and Bernard. They're all our sponsors. We're all in their network, as it were. So they make available to us opportunities to learn and grow. But if you have no interest in helping others to succeed with an Enagic business, you're not representing true health. We need to represent the whole gamut of true health: physical health, helping people into physical health, helping people into financial health, and helping people grow in their life beyond what they've experienced before they came into Enagic. Network marketing gives us commission from direct and indirect sales. It gives us leadership bonuses and team incentives, and that's what we're going to go through today. So this is how you rank up. This is a simple way to rank up with Enagic. When you make your first 2 sales, you're a 1A distributor. Now we're presenting this in euro commissions for an SD 501 or an SD 501 Platinum. I will point out the different commission structures for all of the other units later on. But right now we're presenting in SD 501 because that's 80% of our business. Now our K8 business is growing and growing and growing, but it's still not overtaken 501. So I just want I don't want to overinflate the opportunity, if you like. So when you sell your first SD 501s, you make 175 at a 1 point commission, which is 1 point out of 1,400 euros divided by 8. So that's how the retail commissions work with Enagic. We pay 1,400 commissions on a 501. They're divided by 8. As a 1A, you get 1 point. Now, you can't get beyond 1A until you've made 2 direct sales. And it doesn't matter how many people under those 2 1As sell. You need to make a 3rd sale to go beyond 2A. So as a 2A, your 3rd direct sale, you get double commissions. You get 2 points, 350. Now, when your groups start growing and you make 10 sales, you get ranked up when you make a personal sale. So 2A to 3A, your 11th sale, if that's direct, you become a 3A, and then you get 3 points, 525. And the same with 4A, when you've got 20 cumulative sales, so that's 10 more than 3A. So when you get 10 more, your next sale is 4A. 4A is the key position because that's when you start to realize the benefits of this compensation plan. Because in American dollars, that's $1,000 a sale. In euros, that's $700 a sale. Now, with the 1A, 2A, and 3A people, you'll still only get the 1A, 2A commissions. It's from 4A that you start getting those €700 sales for your 501. Now, with a K8, that's €1,000. So when you've made 50, so 30 more, when you've made 30 more sales, your next personal sale makes you 875, and you get 5 points of the 8 points. And then as a 6A, when you've made 100 cumulative sales, and remember now you need $300,000 cumulative financial growth in your group. So basically, if you're getting 75–80% of your sales in 501 and K8, you're not going to have a problem. If your sales are all level of cars and espers and junior twos, it might take you a little longer than 100 sales to qualify. So when you're near there, you need to check with the Enagic office to make sure you're ready. So it's 100 sales equaling $300,000. Your next personal sale is 6A. Now let me go that into a little more depth if I could. So this is a presentation I use on our demos, our hotel demos that we do. So you start as a 1A, you make 1A sale, and your next sale 1A, your third sale, you get 350 because you're a 2A. Now from that point, your 1A point, any sale within that group, as long as it's within the €1,400 commission that we pay out on retail, you'll get 175. So you could basically, I don't know, recruit your brother, and your brother might make 50 sales, and you would still only get 50 times 175. Okay, and it's the same with the second. They make sales, you'll get 175, providing all of the 1,400, at least is 1 point available out of the €1,400. So the 1A sales last a lot longer than the 3A, 4A, 5A sales, if you know what I mean. So once you make 2A, you get 350, and then your business grows, it multiplied by 350. Now remember, as it goes deep, the €1,400 is getting eaten up, so you might end up with 0 or just 175 left. So, but believe me, by the time you get to 0, you've made a lot of money, right? And this first one can go right across, and you're still making lots of money. So once you get to 10, your next sale makes you 3A. Now, I just want to go on to this next slide and then bring something personal into it, if you know what I mean. So when you've made 20 sales, your next sale makes you 4A. Now, what I did with my wife's business, Yada's business, is we built that second 1A leg to a point where they made over 40 sales. So Yada's next sale skipped 2A, 3A and went to 4A. I just want to point out, you need 3 sales to get promoted beyond 1A. But if your 1A leg takes you to 101 sales, your next sale could be a 6A. So you don't need to go all the way along here. Providing you made the first 2 sales, your next sale could take you a lot further if your 1A people are duplicating a lot. So once you get to 4A, remember now you're thinking about, right, I'm 4A, I've developed a team, I've found 2 or 3 new people in my 4A leg. They're making 10 sales a month. Well, that's 10 times 700. So you can see it can be an incredibly good business if you're duplicating and you're helping people, you're sponsoring people, not selling to people. Because it's these bottom legs here, that's where all the money is. I would say most of my income is from indirect sales, not direct sales. It's encouraging people and helping people to grow. So when you make 30 more, your next personal sale promotes you to 5A, and then you're making 875. and that's €1,500 for K8, and then 100 you go to 6A. Now that's normally as far as I go when we're doing our presentation. Now I just wanted to show you as a sponsor how different it is than if you're a salesman. So I encourage you to help people to get to 2A as quickly as possible. So this is you here, and you've made your 2 sales, and your 3rd sale he goes 2A. Now if you help them do the same, your next personal sale takes you to 3A. So you've made 3 sales, but you're helping others, you're doing home demos, you're doing Zoom presentations, you're inviting them to our Facebook groups and WhatsApp groups, you're helping people grow. And the reward for that is they get a benefit and you get a benefit, and you get a rank advancement when you make your 4th sale. So does that sound good? I think that's really good. A reward for helping others. Now if you take that forward from there, you're a 3A, and then you do the same. Look at the difference. Now you're duplicating at 525. Now all of these indirect sales now are 525 sales. So this is hugely, so you've made 7 personal sales, you're 3A, and now if you do that again, that's how it multiplies, €6,300. Now if you're multiplying it to junior 2s and K8s, it's a lot less. So, you know, it's up to you what how you view this. But what I'm trying to tell you is, be a sponsor, not a salesperson. Help others to grow, get them to 2A very quickly, and carry on with that process, and you will see your business grow further. So now your next personal sale, you're well into 4A territory, and you've only made 4, 7, 8 personal sales, and you're already well into 4A territory. These are the commissions per sale for all of the different units. Now 250 is your 1A point for Kanganate. For Platinum and 501 it's 175. For Junior it's 103. For Level Car it's 70. That might have slightly changed. And Ukon it's 32 euros a point. Now I don't sell a Level Car. Why don't I sell the Level Car? Because it doesn't give us this. Okay, the Level Car, it's got smaller plates, it's designed as a travel unit. I would not recommend it, because you'll end up frustrated because you can't share the 11.5 and the 2.5. So I don't bother with the Level Car. I did used to, but then really I got the feeling the benefits of the water. The price for a Level Car is not very much more than a Junior 2. So you can see the difference between a Level Car and a K8. The commissions to you are enormous, but the value of a K8, the value of a 501 is far greater over the long term, because you can share more water and it'll function a lot better. Now, a lot of people get confused about this. When you make a personal sale, you get full commissions on what you do. But to get full commissions on what your team does, you need to make a sale every 90 days. Now, how that can be overcome is that you can auto ship an Ukon. If you auto ship an Ukon, it automatically gives you a sale. So you don't have to worry about any of this. But however, if you're not auto shipping Ukon, you need a sale every 90 days. If you don't, then you lose a special point. Now the commission for a 501 is 175, 30 euros of which is your special point. So if you don't make a sale in 90 days, you only get 145 commission per point on the team sales that you've got. If you don't make a sale in 6 months, you only get 50% of the 145 on what your team do, and you only become a free agent with no commission if you don't make a sale in 2 years. So I think that's really fair. 2 years is a long time to not make a sale, and obviously if you activate Ukon, you're okay. Now I think it's really, really important for the company. Nobody gets paid unless the sale is made. Once you make a sale, you qualify for 100% commissions on what your team does, but it doesn't give you the commission back that you've lost. Okay, so you need to stay active. So everybody should be able to make a sale every 3 months. Do you agree? Yeah, come on, everybody should be able to do. So this is the career path element. So I've shared with you what I normally share, because if I do more than that, it overcomplicates things for people, especially when they're looking at this for a first time. So this is amazing, right? What I'm going to share with you now. So now you make your notes, and now you make all you 5As and all make your notes as to how you're going to progress with this and how quickly. What your next goal is. Is it 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A? What are you going to do to achieve that? And if you're going to go beyond 6A, how are you going to do that? Because you need to build teams. From this point on, you're not going to succeed with Enagic if you're just a salesman and not a sponsor. So you've got to cherish your relationships with people. And remember that like, no trust. You've got to build relationships up and encourage people, and put yourself out for people, and take phone calls at ridiculous hours of the day and night. Just experience. Okay, so this is the career path, and we're going to go through it step by step as we go through this. But what we're talking about is a path from 6A and beyond. Okay, so I'm going to break this down in detail. You've all seen this slide in the WhatsApp group and the Facebook group. The thing it doesn't mention is the requirement to total $300,000 of sales before you go 6A. So your 101st sale and beyond, that first sale, that personal sale needs to be accompanied by knowing how many, what the gross gross sales are for your group. So some people have had to wait beyond 100 sales before they qualify as 6A because they've majored on junior 2s. So I'm going to go into detail, but you can look at this in the WhatsApp group and the Facebook group. When you're a 6A, you get paid below the 8 points. So you get, for your first, if you've no 6As underneath you, you will get 119 educational allowance for every sale outside your 8 points. So you get your 1A to 6A commissions within your 8 points, but outside your 8 points, you get 119 educational allowance. Now that's a small part of it, because the first 6 months after you qualify as 6A is going to be massive, because the rewards for personal sales and 8-point sales after you qualify for 6 months are huge. And it's something I never realized, but all this money was coming into my account, excuse me, after I qualified for 6A, and I didn't know where it was coming from. And it was only later that I realized what was happening. I want you to start thinking about 6A2 now. Now, if you're a 1A, don't worry, right? But what it means is you need to think about building teams, who's going to go deep for you in your organization, where you need to focus your team building efforts. And last week we talked about that enroller option on your order forms. This is key benefit that Enagic are giving you to build a 6A2 team. So I want you to think about 6A2. I also want you to think about Ukon. Now, a lot of people, there was a conversation on the Enagic Web System Facebook group about trifecta. Has anybody heard about trifecta? What trifecta is people persuading you that it's an advantage for you to buy a machine to start your business, a shower system, and Ukon, so your first sale is 2A. I don't teach it that way, and I think it's front-loading and not necessary. What I encourage you to do is sell wide and support deep. But what I want you to do is think about 6A2, and at some point from 3A to 4A, think about building your second leg. So when you qualify for 6A, you've got a 6A2 building during that. So you can actually qualify for 6A2 faster than it took you to get to 6A, because you've already got 4As and 5As in your group. So if you, now Pam's pointed out, now you can actually get Ukon monthly, so that makes it easier. But basically you need to, if you make this decision, you've got to stay with Ukon permanently. You don't because it might make a difference to your commissions later on if you stop that subscription. So what you can do, once you've got Ukon, it protects you against that 3-month sale. So it always qualifies you for having a sale every 3 months. So it protects that number 1 leg, and then you can create a number 2 leg under that Ukon number, and you can build. So in the end, once your second leg is 4A, your first leg is 4A, you're getting all the retail commissions from the sales within that group. I shouldn't say this because it doesn't give me any, I lose all my retail commissions, right? But I think it's the right thing to help you grow a 6A2 business. That's overcomplicated. You can ask me later on. So these are the promotional payments available to you once you're 6A. As a 6A2, you get 6A 8-level monthly sales incentives and quarterly sales incentives. Now, the quarterly sales incentives to me that's my best month, right? Every 3 months, so I got it last week. Every 3 months, I get a quarterly sales incentive on every sale that's happened in my group for the last 3 months. And although it's small when you see it individually, by the time you get it, it's quite big. Now, it obviously matters that you're active and you're building teams and you're helping team grow in your whole organization. Then there's title incentives, and then there's 6A group awards as a 6A and an educational allowance, and then everybody gets the gold global sales incentive. To be honest, I'm not sure that's really active, but that basically is you're up against the whole of the world in terms of your 8-point sales, and you get them. So let me point out the ranking up. So your first award, when you become a 6A, is your title incentive. So you need to make 10 sales in the month you qualify as 6A. Now, it might be your first sale, you qualify as 6A in that month, but then you've got to get 9 more sales to get the group in sales incentive. Now, you can use Tokaray for this. So what you can do is you're allowed 5 Tokaray as a 6A. So that means you can allow 5 Samaritans to join your group as a 6A over that period of your qualification. So you could use that. If you don't make it the first month, you've got 15 sales. So if you're at 9 sales the first month, if you get 6 sales the following month, you qualify the same in 3 months. So it's better to do it in 1 month because that counts when you become a 6A2. So I always encourage you to do it in the same month because you don't want to miss out on the title incentives when your team grow. So to get your team title incentives, you need 10 that first month. So these are the title incentives in euros. Now you might have seen them in US dollars, but these are euros. So when you get to 6A, you get 2,100 euros when you qualify with those 10 sales. When you get to 6A2, it doubles, it's 4,200. Okay, so we've got 2 6A2s currently, that's me and Yada, and Barbara will qualify as soon as Shabir gets his 1 sale, okay? And then we've got 1 other group that's close to 6A2. So my whole personal goal is based on you guys getting to 6A2. So that's why I'm hoping that you see this and you see an advantage for you of becoming a 6A2, because in the end, your business will depend, your financial goals with this business will depend on how many people you can enable to 6A2. When you're 6A22, which is my next position, so basically when I get 1 more 6A2 in my direct area, that will qualify me to 6A, well, I think I'll be 6A5-2 by the time I get a new ranking up, because I go to 6A5 when Guidon's ranked. So 8,400 for 6A22. So as a team, I am very close to that. I'm about 9 sales off that for 1 5A. And then from there, 6A23, 17,500 euros, 6A24, 35,000 euros, that's 50,000 US dollars, I think. and then 682-5 is 70,000. Now, Sam, our sponsor above Raymond, and has got to 682-6, and he received 200,000 US dollars for his 682-6. That's just a one-off ranking up bonus, but it gets much better than that. So when you become 6A, for 6 months, you start to build extra points for the retail sales, the 8-point sales in your organization. This is to encourage you to keep going, to get beyond the senior student black belt level, is to help people grow and continue to have that effort. Because a lot of people think when they're 6A, I can relax. But Enagic incentivizes you for 6 months to make the most of the 8-point sales. So this award will be paid for the 6 months after you qualify. So this is how it works. So if you get, say if you get 20 sales in your group, you will get paid more for the direct sales that you make. So if you make 20 sales in your group, but you don't make a direct sale, you'll get $700 that month, 700 euros that month. But if you make 3 personal sales that month, you'll make 2,100 euros. Do you get that? Do you see that table, the way it works? So the more you sell and the more you encourage your team sell, the greater reward. Now, when I got to 6A, that's when Amjad and Shabir's team joined me, and it just went crazy. So I was making more money the months after I was a 6A than I was up to the point I was a 6A, because I was getting this 6A group sales bonus. I think Amjad, I think in his 6A month, I think he made about 30 sales. It just went crazy. And that's where I benefited. That was in this 6A group sales award. The Educational Allowance, this will be paid on the sales below your 8 points. It's paid up to 3 levels of 6A underneath you. So say for me, it would be, so say Pam, then Jenny Lowe, and then Kieran. So I would get paid 119. Then when Pam makes a 6A, she gets 119, I get 28. And then when Paul makes a 6A, he gets 119, Pam gets 28, I get 28. When Kieran under Paul becomes a 6A, then it's 28 for 119 for him, 28 for Paul, 28 for Pam. I don't get anything. So that's the way that works. Okay, so this is how the Educational Allowance works. And you get more money if you qualify for your special bonus. So the 119 depends on you be qualifying within your 3 months. So can you see that now? Right, so 119 if you got your special bonus. Without the special bonus, it's 94. And I'm not sure what the commissions are for the K8, but it will be more. For 6A2, you get 1,400 euros for every sale within your organisation every month. So that's on top of all the retail, on top of the Educational Allowance, you get 14 euros a sale. And every quarter you get at least 10 euros a sale for all of that quarter. So in that final month, you're getting 24 euros a sale. Now you get up to 21 euros extra for 10 or more 8-point open sales. So the more 8-point sales you get, the greater your commission is going to be. So as a 6A2, 1,400 euros, 6A22, 16, then 17, 18, 19. So the real income with Enagic is creating 6A2s. From 6A2 onwards, that's when the big income comes in. Now, it doesn't look a lot, but believe me, when you get, like we've got 1,000 in our group and it's growing every month, when those guys get busy and have a busy month, then these bonuses make a big difference. So these are your 8-point sales. These are sales between 6As here. Okay, so these are the 8 points sales within that group. So these are the bonuses you get once you reach 6A2-3. So on top of all of the 8-point commissions, the education bonus, the 6A2 bonuses, when you reach 6A2-3, you get 5,000 US dollars a month. Now, what's that? 3,500 euros or something every month. 8-point activity still needs to happen. So you need to still make those 6A2 8-point activities. So you can't just retire, right? And as the company develops, this might change, but this is what's there now. So you can see our Sam and Cynthia are getting 20,000 US dollars a month on top of all their other commissions. So my goal is to be 6A2-3 by the end of next year. So I've got a lot of work to do. I've got a lot of helping to do to achieve that. Now, within these compensation structures, you can overtake your sponsor. Just as Cynthia overtook Romy for a while, and Sam has overtaken Bernard and Pierre, you can overtake me. So it's a question of what do you want out of this? Do you want to be a 4A and carry on making, I don't know, $1,000 to $5,000 a month, or do you want to grow an exponential business? But why I call this presentation a career path, this is a career path, right? This is you thinking the long game. What do you want to do with Enagic well into the future? Because there's lots of people get turned away by shiny new objects, and those shiny new objects will not give you these kind of commissions. So if you stick with Enagic, it will really, really help you, I promise you. I've got lots of people actually coming back now that realize where they went before wasn't the real deal. So these are the kind of commissions that are being achieved. We have got 6A2-6s in the company. I believe there's somebody in Japan that might be a -7. I think Mr. Oshiro is a -7-8, you know, because he's part of the structure as well. So what's a 6A2? A 6A2 is a 6A with two 6As on separate legs. So this is a 6A2. This number 2 is a 6A2, but look, the second 6A, the first 6A is under a 5A. So as long as they're on a separate leg, they count. So I can give you an example of that. I've got Amjad, who's a 6A, will be a 6A2 very shortly. He is under 3 5As. There are 3 5As above Enagic that have not qualified for 6A. One's Indonesia has fallen asleep, and you know the people get waylaid. One's virtually retired. But anyway, it's just the way they were introduced to me, and then I worked with Amjad, and now we've made Amjad a 6A, and Amjad's got 4 6A positions in his group. So you don't have to refer them yourself. In fact, when Raymond became a 6A2, there were still 3 5As under Raymond, and now they've all qualified as 6As, I believe. So you're still a 6A2 when you've got 6As like this. Remember, it's 2 different legs. This is a 6A2, but it's got 1 6A2. This number 4 has got 1 6A2. So this is the position I'm in, if you like. I'm a bit more than this, but this is where I am. I've got 1 6A2, and I'm waiting for one of my 6As who's got 6A like this to get another one, and that will make me -2. This is not a 6A2, somebody that's got 6As deep, and this is not a 6A2 who's got a 6A with a 6A2 under them. You need to build 2 6A teams in separate legs. This is a 6A2-2. So multiples of 6A2. So if you've got 2 of your 2 6A teams, you help them to 6A2, they're 6A2-2. And this is a 6A2-3. So this is somebody who has built 2 6A2 teams, 2 teams under 2 different legs. So this is where you get that 5,000 US dollars a month. Do you know who your 6A2-2s are? I believe I know who my 6A2-2s are, right? I know one of them, she lives in my house, right? So I've got a feeling I know who the others are. So it's up to you. When we talked about your chicken list, these are the people that you're looking for. You're looking for people that have got a real incentive to build a legacy business with Enagic. So this is a 6A 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will be this when Gidon becomes a 6A 6A that next month. I'll be a 6A 5. When my New Zealand and Australia team becomes 6A, I'll be a 6A 6. So that's as far as I'm probably going to get within the next 18 months. So, but I do believe I'll get there, 6A 6-2. That's my goal, right? So this one, you've got 6A 2 there, and a 6A 2 there, and a 6A 2 there. This is 6A 12-2. So because you've got 6A 2s on different legs, it's not going to get you beyond -2. But you can have as many 6As frontline as you want. Now, this is a strategy Daniel DiMacali did. He went as wide as possible. I think he's 6A 18, and some of those teams have grown deep. He's now a 6A 18-4, where others just went down 2 legs to get the depth. So it's entirely up to you. If you go wide, you're going to get more retail commissions. This is a 6A 3, 6A 3. This is a 6A 3-2. So you've got 3 6As and you've got 2 6A 2 teams. This is 6A 3, 3 6As direct and 1 6A 2. So one of these 2 6As on the right needs to get to 6A 2 before this can be a 6A 3-2. And this is a 6A 2-2 here. Okay, so that's our presentation. So it is about true health, right? It's about the water. But if you build teams, you'll get financial health. And as we grow together, we'll get this metaphysical health, this mental health, this thing that keeps me going, right, is helping you guys. So that's our presentation today. And I'm going to stop the share and we'll open the conversation and I will answer questions. So does anybody have any questions? Put your hand up if you've got questions. Paul, just unmute you. What's the question?
Yeah, Pete, see you're talking about the Ukon. So
Yeah.
would you recommend when we get to 4A, start an Ukon leg?
That's my recommendation, yeah. You can start it early if you want. But I just think what I want you to do is find some leaders that you think will get to 6A. And once you've found them, then you can start your own leg, right?
Yeah.
To get to 6A. So what I always think is if you've got to 4A, somebody in there will be a 6A, surely. If you're going to focus on helping them, you'll help them. You can use the enroller and all of that kind of stuff to help that person to 6A. Then why not start a 6A position on your own? And the easiest way to do that is with Ukon because it keeps that first position active to get full commissions. Now,
so how much is that quarterly, Pete?
It's about €600 on a 4 monthly basis, or I think you can pay monthly now. Pam's got details of that, but I think it's a small deposit and then a monthly payment, which you can pay Ukon now. You can email Ukon at Enagic EU, which is April, and she's very helpful if you want any help there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't recommend building a second team until you've got a decent 8-point compensation structure before you start that.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks, Pete.
No problem. Anybody else with a question? Susan, hang on. Hang on.
Given the current climate and the lockdown, it makes it quite difficult to do demonstrations and to engage with people. What's everybody's strategy just now in terms of trying to get these sales?
Well, at the moment, I mean, to be honest, Susan, the only thing it's stopping me doing is do the public presentations, because I've never really done a lot of home demos. I've always just used the internet, emails, capture pages. I use the EWS. I've got my own branded website for petechapman.biz. So I funnel people that way. And I came at this from the business end, not the water end. And I've kind of learned to love the water as I've gone along. So for me, it's not really changed very much. But definitely you can use Messenger and WhatsApp to approach people. Just that Messenger, WhatsApp strategy of asking people to say, people, I've found this new technology, this new health technology, would you mind watching a 10-minute video? And then once they agree to that, remember communication that you learn with Sam is communication is about seeking permission. You know, you can't just blast stuff out. My inbox is absolutely full of of COVID-19 bloody conspiracy theories right now, and I don't watch any of it. It's just switched off as far as I'm concerned. I don't engage with people that broadcast stuff at me. But if somebody asks me permission and I think I've got time and it's of interest, I'll open it. So that's one way you can do it. WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger. What you're doing I'm being complimentary now, Susan, but what you're doing on Facebook is the best in our group right now, because you're doing.
But it also seems thanks so much for that. It also seems like I'm sometimes talking to myself. So I'm trying to build content, but I'm also very conscious, in particular on Facebook, how to drive new leads, because one of the things we were told, or not told, but like one of the things I've heard is that most of our sales will not come from friends and family. Okay, so we have to look at the broader spectrum of people, potential people, and it's trying to get those leads and to drive those leads to, I guess, our Facebook page. So is it a question that we should be running ads on our Facebook pages in terms of promoting the business or promoting the water, or both?
Right. So I have never had any success with Facebook ads. I know Juan does Facebook ads. You can ask Juan about that directly. But I have never had any success. All of my stuff, the success I've had on the internet is all organic. When I first started on Facebook, I was searching out you can put in the search affiliate marketers, network marketers, and make friends with them and develop like no trust things with them. And I get invitations like that all the time. And then I try and role reverse that. You know, when people approach me about things, I said, well, can you do this? Can you make this? And most of them can't say that. And how successful are you with that? And then you can role reverse it. But people like Ray Higdon, Rank Makers, they teach direct marketing through Messenger. And that's what I've had some success with. But most people now find me, and I mean, most people in this group have found me somehow.
Is that just a question of somebody just type it on Google, I don't know, what would be the key words that people are searching for that would find you? I mean, because if you type in, one of the things that I'm trying to do is when somebody types in Kangen water or something, but to do with Scotland, they've got to find me. So that's one of the challenges is for you to be ranked up on the first page or the second page on Google.
All right. What I would do, definitely use is hashtags on your Facebook, Kangen Water Scotland hashtags, Kangen Lassie hashtags, all of that. That kind of, I was doing something with a friend who's got an art glass business, and I searched art glass on Facebook. He wasn't there, and there were lots of other people, but he's the only one with an artglass.com website. But he still couldn't find him on Facebook. And as soon as he start using hashtag, I'm found because I hashtagged it, right? So I go, so what one way you can find you is to look on Google and look for you. but do it from an incognito search box to see the genuine searches for you. And I would definitely start using hashtags on Instagram and Facebook. I would definitely look in your search bar for friends on Facebook to find network marketers, affiliate marketers, people interested in health, all of the keywords that you're looking for. But hashtag affiliate marketing on Twitter works. You know, there's lots of affiliate marketers. Since I've been using that, have followed me on Twitter the last few days. So hashtags definitely work. And approaching people, when you make friend requests with people, always send a message. Don't just make a friend request. When they've accepted your friend request, send a message of thank you and try to build up a like, no trust relationship with. Remember, to build a 6A business with Enagic, you only need a few people that have got a like mind at building the business. But if you focus on water, Enagic's quite expensive. If you add the affiliate marketing opportunity with that, it's inexpensive.
So it's trying to find the difference between people who are in affiliate marketing and people who want to come into affiliate marketing.
Both. So, you know, there's a lot of people looking for an online business right now. So the easiest way to do that with Enagic is through the Enagic web system and learning that. The Enagic web system is fighting back against these funnel programs that people are using for Enagic. So there's lots of better, the Enagic web system's got a lot of better content now. But basically what you want to do is build up your personal friends on Enagic. Oh, Marie, you've gone outside. Hello. Yeah, I'm in an apartment now, so I don't get outside as much as I want. So I'm jealous. So building your personal friends up on Facebook is really, really important.
And using EWS, the Enagic web system.
Yeah.
How would you be using that? So obviously you sign up for it and you get all this great content, and to be fair, all I'm doing is taking that content and bespoken it to what I want on Facebook. But how do you still drive traffic to that?
Well, as I say, if you want to go down the purchase route, there's all sorts of ways you can spend money without necessarily getting a result. You could buy solo ads, and I can give you contacts to get solo ads, email marketing to a list. It's not going to guarantee your success. Organic traffic, building organic relationships is where you make success. You've got to find a way of talking and engaging with people. Okay?
Okay.
I can talk to you privately a bit more, Susan, if you want.
Okay, no problem, thanks.
Anybody else? Some chats going on here. I just need to look at the chats if I can. Yeah. The presentation that I've just shared, I can share that with you if you connect through email. If you connect with me, you guys. I know Barbara and Gideon have asked for that. Any more questions? Okay, I think we'll leave it there. We've been on quite a long time. I'm hoping this is recording. If it has managed to record, I'll be putting it in the Facebook group. And from that point, oh, it is recording. From that point, I'm happy to answer your questions in the Facebook group on this. But I hope I've not overwhelmed you with the content here. But I hope what I wanted to do is give you a sense of longevity about this as a business for you. That this is a business that is a long game business. And whether you go to sleep for a couple of months and come back to it, it'll always be there for you. Just as I've had my ups and downs. I always feel I should be further along than I am now, but I'm still optimistic that my ambition with Enagic before I actually retire will be achieved, and it will be achieved through people like you. Okay, so thank you very much, and I'm going to find the stop record button. I'll stop the record.